In this video, you'll learn how to cook sawdust. You'll need the Cajun cooker setup, which includes a 55-gallon metal drum with lid, a raised grate or bricks inside of the drum, heavy-duty outdoor propane burner, and propane. Fresh alder sawdust, gypsum powder, wheat bran, water, a tarp, a wheelbarrow or a cement mixer works too, 1-gallon scoop, mushroom grow bags, a barbecue lighter, and a thermometer with a probe. Set up the Cajun cooker on a level heat and fire-resistant surface. Fill the bottom with 4 to 6 inches of water and put the spacers in the bottom. You can use wire to make a spacer or bricks to keep your bags out of the water. Lay out a tarp on a concrete surface, leaving enough room to walk around. For making 7 to 8 5-pound bags, use 8 gallons of sawdust, 1.5 gallons of bran, 3/4 of a quart of gypsum, 2.5 gallons of water. Around 32 bags fit in the Cajun cooker, so you can do this recipe 4 times. Add fresh alder sawdust to the center of the tarp, followed by gypsum powder and wheat bran. Mix the dry ingredients thoroughly by walking back and forth while holding the ends of the tarp. Add a few gallons of water to the sawdust mixture. Mix the water into the sawdust using the same method of walking back and forth with the tarp ends. Test the saturation by grabbing a handful of sawdust and squeezing. The mixture should hold its shape without being oversaturated and dripping water. Avoid adding too much water. You can always add more, but can't take it out. Turn on the Cajun cooker, ensuring that propane is properly connected to the burner. Leave on high until the water begins steaming. Optionally, cover it with a lid to heat faster. Fill and fold the filter patch bags with approximately 5 pounds of substrate, leaving a few inches between the top of the substrate and the bottom of the filter patch. Clean any excess sawdust from the sides of the bag and use pleats to fold the bag neatly with the filter patch facing outward. Press out the air and avoid folding near the filter patch. Load the bags into the Cajun cooker with the filter patches facing inward to prevent marring by the cooker. Load in a circular pattern with 2 bags in the center and approximately 5 bags on the outside of the circle. Exercise caution as the cooker will likely be hot at this point. Place the lid with the sealing ring on the top and close the ring just enough for steam to escape through a small section of the cooker. Turn down the flame to medium. Monitor the cooker to ensure that steam is constantly escaping through the top. The cooker may take 30 minutes to an hour to build enough heat. Begin checking the internal temperature of the bags after about 30 minutes. Once the internal temperature reaches 160 Fahrenheit, allow the bags to continue cooking for 1 to 2 more hours. For oyster mushrooms, 1 hour is typically sufficient. For shiitake or lion's mane mushrooms, lean towards a longer cooking time. Turn off the propane at the tank and the regulator valve once the internal temperature of the bags has been at 160 for the appropriate time. Allow the cooker to cool overnight.